After
2, 3, 4, and 5.
and here we go.
Here
Thank
we
you for
are.
watching us. We're gonna go right into a song.
Right into a fucking song.
Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter.
And that's what we do around here.
Someday,
Oh, shit.
yeah, we'll put it together, we'll get it undone.
Undone.
Someday, when your head is much lighter. When your screen goes black, you don't know the fucking word to the song, but you still try to keep the fucking beat.
Yeah.
What up?
What up, world?
Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. My cousin from another mother, family member, is going to do the intro here because I got to put my dog down.
Whoa. Don't say put my dog down.
That just came out so
That
wrong.
sounded bad, yeah.
Yeah, no, I have.
He's not killing the dog, guys.
My new service. I just
Jesus.
have to
Lay
put him
down.
in his nice, comfy spot.
That
for
sounds
2
way
seconds.
better. Actually, that's usually how they describe when they're going to kill someone or something. He's going to be way more comfortable now, trust me. What up, world? It's your boy, the kid. This is my ugly mug right there. And this is Evolve Network Radio or podcast, whichever you prefer. Yeah, we're in a weird spot in the world right now. And my weird cousin said, I got a weirder cousin. And he hit me up to come help co-host the show to just talk around the bullshit we're dealing with.
For shizzle.
For shizzle, indeed. How you doing, Sean?
I'm doing great, brother. I appreciate you coming in tonight.
Absolutely. This is my first time in the engineer chair. I haven't done this yet.
No, but you've been here engineering before, like in the past radio station.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
So much love. Thanks for coming through.
Sure.
Yeah, we definitely are going to be going live and remote from our laptops.
Hell yeah.
Anybody that knows me knows that I'm not an IT specialist, so we try to do a dry run through a
Yes.
couple of the apps that are available right now, and with doing all that, ran into some technical difficulties. With that said, that's why I'm friends with people that are smarter than me, because I know that my insufficiencies or deficiencies or whatever you want to call them are just that. So we were literally ready to go live tonight, laptop, but it was like some IT issues. So like we are going to be social distancing moving forward.
Absolutely.
However, didn't write anything tonight. Didn't want to.
Hell yeah.
Didn't know that we
Fuck
were going to
that
come on.
No.
So I called Cuzzo, Tim,
Happy I
and said,
came
hey,
in.
what's going on? And of course, he came in with the,
The
disease,
virus.
the virus. So,
Oh, I have a lie on the screen right now. I'm sorry, guys. It says you can call in. You cannot call in right now. That's my bad. That's bullshit. So ignore that part. I'm gonna fix it in a second.
completely lied about that.
We didn't bring the
We are going to be going live from. I've asked a couple of guys, friends of ours that do other podcasts. We're going to be going live from StreamYard. Here, we try to do it this week. People that have Apple laptops and HPs and stuff like that. So that's we ran into an issue like who was going to stream from what, from where, whatever.
right.
Anyways, thank you for tuning in. If you're bored, yeah, everybody seems to be bored nowadays. And like I said,
100%.
I wrote a couple notes tonight, but like really what we want to discuss was how we're going to move this show moving forward as far as going with StreamYard and how we could have multiple guests.
Hell yeah.
Like our friends, the Token Dead, have done. Those are the people I called and asked.
We're talking virtual guests, right?
Yep.
Because what shit's going on right
So
now.
now everybody's home.
Mm-hmm.
You got no excuse to not be a guest. I mean, you're just sitting here at home. I mean,
Yep. Hell yeah.
That's what we're all doing. What have you been up to? Keeping yourself busy?
I've been doing a lot of nothing and nothing a lot. Actually, the last week or so I've been a lot more productive, but for a few weeks of it, I was like, you know what? They're telling me to stay in and do nothing. I have permission to stay in and do nothing. I'm gonna do that for a bit. So I did that for a bit, and then of course I got bored, and I've been working on some music. I got some stuff in the works with Joey Static. He's a good friend of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Very excited about that. For the most part, I just want to keep myself busy with that and watching fucking sports highlights because I've been fiending.
Dude,
for
yesterday
live
I was
sports.
listening to Zolak call the the Patriots Saints game when he threw the touchdown to Kimbrel Tompkins.
Oh,
and
man.
I was like, man, that was years ago.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell am I
Exactly.
doing listening to this shit?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've been doing that too. I've been watching a lot of classic Celtics. They've been playing that. That's the real cool thing about, at least, I don't know what the rest of the organization, the association is doing, but the Celtics have been doing every night that there would have been a Celtics game. The channel that the Celtics are on broadcasts an old game, which is pretty cool. Usually a classic game, like one of the ones in
Like Havlicek calling the game.
exactly, yeah, 100%, yeah. And with like Bird dropped like 50 on Jordan to come back in one of the games or something like that, like things like that. A bunch of classic games. I've been catching up on those, but I'm really, really, really missing my live sports to the point that I stoop so low as to watch some of the horse tournament and some of the fucking 2K tournament.
I think you had I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. You had like live Rochambeau tournament on or something.
Oh
like
yeah, that shit was
Like,
awesome. Yo,
dude, rock paper scissors, no joke.
yes, exactly. No, that was ESPN 8 the Ocho. They do that once.
Oh, and the
a
Ocho.
year.
Yeah. Oh no. Then it was the electrician contest.
Oh,
And I was like, man, is this
Yes.
how fucking bored we are? We're watching electricians wire up wire, and
Yeah.
I know how to do this, and I'm like not even remotely interested. Oh, wait a second, you didn't do that right. Now I am.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, I'm
Calling
like,
out their errors. Oh,
your
yeah.
etiquette, your wiring etiquette is way off, man. You know, I'm like, Jesus, this is what it's come to.
Yes,
It's come to.
100%.
I used to love betting on horse racing, and now I'm sitting there going, man, I don't think that electrician wired that fucking 210 circuit up right. Like, Jesus Christ, oh my God.
The worst thing about it is that was pre-corona, so it was just what ESPN was showing. It wasn't like, hey, there's no live sports, so here's some funny alternative sports type deals.
You know what I found myself when I was watching that?
What's that?
When you and I were texting. I had texted you, but you were like, "Hey, Ocho 8's on." Blah blah blah.
Right.
And it's like, I find myself now going, "Wait a second. Now that all of you people that couldn't find an extra task or passion, now that you're bored, you're sitting here in our space when we were doing all these other things to try to do other
Exactly.
stuff on our own to try
Yep.
to be, proficient or build a business or
Right.
or just air out your grievances or just to get stuff out. How many, dude? I am so tired of like the new. I just started a page today. It's
Yeah.
like, that's nice. I've been doing this for
Congratulations.
3 fucking years.
Exactly.
Like, where you been? You didn't. And now that you have one page, which is quarantine,
Yes, exactly.
What do you think is going to happen when the quarantine's over? That page is going to go.
It's irrelevant now. Yes, irrelevant.
Should have just been whatever you.
Exactly.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Everyone's
Dude.
like, I get it too. I did my own quarantine karaoke page,
And it took off.
and it took off. It
And it
did
was
really
good.
well. And I have some fun with it here and there. I'll go live on it. Go check that out. By the way, go check that out on Facebook, Quarantine Karaoke New England Edition. It's a whole lot of fun. I get up there, embarrass myself, sing songs poorly with the most confidence for no reason at all. I know what the reason is. The reason is mainly these boys.
But isn't that what karaoke is about?
It really
It's like,
is.
you know what? Get up there and be a rock star for like
For
3 minutes.
Yeah.
Right?
You know what? And let me say this from a guy who worked at an amazing karaoke bar. Actually, I can't wait till this is over again.
Limelight?
Yeah, Limelight. Great spot. Check them out downtown. They have it's a stage. They have 3 really nice mics. One of the old school mics that you see with like looks like a cage almost or whatever. And the DJ has 100,000 plus songs, and he's getting like every month getting new ones. So they're updated onto like
Any
shit that
song
came
you
out.
want to sing, you can go sing.
Exactly, and it's a big stage. It's really cool. People there, for the most part, are very supportive. Like there's a typical crowd that comes in, and there's a tourist crowd as well. But the people that are in there, for the most part, very supportive. But yeah, that's what I love about karaoke is I know there's one guy. He's the best customer at that place, Limelight. Shout out to my buddy Kyle Box. He knows it that he's tone deaf. He literally couldn't hit a note if you fucking like if you
For all the
physically
tea
gave
in
it to him.
China. Yeah.
He just absolutely
that you don't
couldn't.
want to sell right now.
But he gets up there and has the best time and makes everyone else feel better about themselves because, if this guy can get up there and sing and sound like that, what am I worried about?
Dude, my wife's friends used to bust my chops like every time we go to a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I'm 235 pounds, 6'1".
Uh-huh.
I can dance like a son bitch.
Hell yeah.
So, I usually get the look, so I get egged like, hey, well, why don't you go do the dance? And I'm like, I bust the groove. My best friend Curtis Riley.
Yeah.
190 pounds soaking wet on a good day after he had 17 pieces of steak.
Yep.
Kid can swing his ass like a dancer, dude. Taught me how to dance when I was 16 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry. I mean,
yeah.
I can sling my fat ass like nobody's business at a wedding, dude. I just can't.
Oh yeah. And you know what? That's fucking like socially like.
So why did I say that? So it goes into like karaoke, so
Right,
Like,
it's
like
the same
kind of
idea.
like what Tim.
have
It's
fucking
not.
fun.
Don't embarrass you. You're not. If you think you're embarrassing yourself, then you need to work on your confidence. And that's why you should do that.
If you feel like you're embarrassing yourself, you're doing it right. If you don't feel like you're not embarrassing yourself, especially during karaoke, you're not doing it right. You're either taking it too seriously, or like you're just not doing it right. Exactly.
Like it was like when you started the quarantine, dude. Which, by the way, I was like, man, homeboy's getting a bunch of views. I was like, yeah, this is what's up.
Yeah.
There was 1 or 2 people that I saw. They got like a ton of views.
Yep.
And then you could tell that person was like, I'm a superstar now.
Yep.
And it's like, no, you're not. Like, you were cool for 2 seconds.
Yes, exactly.
And I don't want to ruin anybody's parade.
Have fun with your
I'm
5
not
minutes
cool.
of fame.
That's fine. Yeah,
Yep,
have
yep.
fun. But
Yes. Yeah. Calm down.
simmer
but
down now.
Bring it down a notch or two. Absolutely.
You know? I mean, I think it was the guy kicking around with the cowboy boots.
Oh yeah.
Kick
Oh,
it back down.
absolutely. Him,
And, you know, I
yes.
felt bad because I really felt like he did have issues.
Yeah.
But, like, he was overcoming them. But I felt like he thought that was his aha moment. I was like,
Yeah, exactly. And I mean,
sorry.
and we're going to find out this a whole lot more than we already have in recent time, that Facebook and these social medias make people, like, the slightest amount of attention on there gives people the biggest head. And now we have shit else to do but to be on Facebook all day and comment on some shit we might not have been commenting on because we're at work or we're doing this, that, the other.
Dude, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, I referenced this last year, and I kind of got I got a couple scuttlebutts like, how could you say that? And I'm like, okay, just because I'm going to say it again, and I know I'm going to get 9, probably, I don't know how many comments back. Maybe you should shut your fucking mouth. You're right. You know what? When it comes to you, maybe I should. But you know what? Just because everybody has a voice doesn't mean we should listen to it.
Exactly.
And there are some of you watching me right now probably going, you should shut your fucking mouth. Right. Tune, swipe left.
Exactly.
We're good.
But
some people shouldn't be talking.
exactly. 100%.
They just shouldn't.
There's like, and I'm all for.
Like, remember when you were a kid, you're like, you know
what?
what? Like it's like, you know, I think about like we have social media. I can talk to you. I can be in Timbuktu and talk to Tim while he's in South Boston or fucking California or whatever.
Yeah. I got nudes from girls in Cali I'd never met in my inbox. Like, put it that way. Like, you can communicate.
I got
and then
people
some.
sending me friend requests from fucking
different countries.
Saipan.
Yes.
Because they're like, I really like the way your right eyebrow looked. I'm like, weird? Fucking sorry?
You should get an OnlyFans page for your eyebrows.
Ah, dude. I'm just using that as an example. I'm not even good looking. I mean, I got a face like a foot. You know what I mean? Whatever.
It smells.
One thing I am going to try to start working on, my son. Anybody that is going through this coronavirus lockdown, you really should be paying attention more to your kids. I haven't been doing that as much as I should be doing. And my son said something to me the other day that actually kind of like struck me to the core.
What's that? Yeah.
He was like, Dad, can you stop swearing? I was like,
that's a tough one, though.
See, my father used to say this to me and my brother all the time. And for a long time, we used to like go back and argue with about newsflash, people don't swear, makes you sound unintelligent. However, being in the military, right? Like the F word is a person, place, thing.
Yep, everything.
Piece of equipment.
Oh, yeah.
It's the Pope.
Yeah, it's a
Fuck him.
Yeah, it's a verb. It's a fucking adjective. It's everything.
Yeah, but you know what? Like I didn't really pay attention when my dad said it, and I should have because my dad's been my best friend and been my biggest supporter ever since I've come out of his loins.
Right.
And when I heard my son say it, I was like, yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, it hits different when it comes from
all right.
A
my
kid
son's
like
the
that.
one person, which my point I'm getting to is people. If you're paying more attention, to your children because you're stuck with them because you have to be, you should pay attention to them because you know what? My son made a very good point. he's very proud of me and I'm very proud of him, and I should shut my mouth when he asks me to. And I'm sorry. If my son ever goes, Dad, can you please, you're going to get a 100 times out of 100. I got
Right. Yep. My bad. I got you.
you. You know, so I'm trying to pay attention to the kids while I'm in quarantine.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
doing all this nonsense and crap.
Definitely.
But also doing building out the studio in the
Hell yeah.
basement, dude.
Word. Well, what have you been doing, specifically to pass the time? It's been a month or close to it now. Actually, just over it because it was March 12th or so was the official.
It was like the beginning of March.
Yeah, beginning of March was. So what have you been doing since to kind of pass the time?
Depends on who you ask. If you
Alright.
ask my wife, she wants to kill me.
All right. Yep.
You know, she's smoking weed and drinking and bored and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of went through that. All right. So then I got to like building a podcast studio in the basement,
Yep.
which that has just been in an idea right now, but like everything is in place to do it.
Yep.
And I just actually, you know, I have this one constant issue that I usually run into with my brain where it's like when I try to go do things and I have this awesome idea and I'm going to do X, Y, and Z and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And they're all great ideas,
Mm-hmm.
but that's all they are until you put them into motion.
Until it comes to fruition.
So what I
right.
realize is one of my biggest problems is I have all these great ideas,
Mm-hmm.
but all I really have to do is pick up my keys, walk to the front of my door, and go. Once I get outside, I'm like, okay, well now I'll do all these.
Yeah.
Well, with all this, you know, sitting at home and all this nonsense,
Mm-hmm.
well, I mean, you can't get outside the house,
Exactly.
right? So how do I rectify those issues? Okay, shut my mouth,
Mhm.
get to work,
Mhm.
build the podcast studio in the basement. So
Hell
that's
yeah.
what I've been trying to do.
So you can be doing some solo podcasting down there, or
Not solos, but I am making a table for guests.
Hell yeah.
okay? Because I think that you should always have. I like to interact with people, which is why you and I are here right now. Like
Mhm.
we didn't need to write anything tonight.
No.
Tim and I could just flow. Like
Absolutely.
for 4 hours, we could do a marathon right now if we needed to.
Yes. It's very rare that I write much for my podcast either. I like to go in fresh and really just genuinely ask my guests what's on my mind about whatever topic we're speaking on, you know? It sounds lazy almost, but I rarely do much research on a guest, not because of laziness or I'm uninterested, but more so that I like the dynamic of me finding out the information as my guest. I mean, my
Spontaneous.
exactly, spontaneous, and
Yeah.
finding out as my audience does, you know, and really like because that way, you know, when an interviewer is interviewing someone and knows the answer to the question they're asking already,
Yeah.
and sometimes to me at least as an interviewer,
That's when you go
my
click.
God. Yes, exactly. So like, if I'm genuinely asking you, oh, what's your next show? What's up with the album? What are you working on? Something like, and then we're finding out the information together. I'm reacting. I'm becoming an
You're being a fan at the same time as the
Exactly.
person that's listening to the interview.
exactly. I'm exactly. Yes, that. I can't think of
That.
the word I'm thinking of, but that. Yeah, and I think it's pretty cool to do it like that. Just like this. You could have called me a couple hours ago and said, all right, look up coronavirus stuff. Fucking what's up with the XFL and hockey, and I'll look up this, that, the other, and we could have came in with a game plan there that could have made a show of it, but this is, I think, a lot more interesting.
You want to know what even today, like right as I called you, I
Yep.
was like, man, fucking Tim's probably busy. You know what I mean? Like this is short timeline. Like you even
Right.
said, like, geez, what time is it? I'm like, geez, you were like, shit. Like
I didn't realize it was almost
like,
showtime.
yeah, it's almost showtime.
Yeah, I was like, give me an hour and a half. He's like, we're live in an hour.
Yeah, it's like, you know,
okay,
it's
I
like,
got you.
I always write bullet points.
Mhm.
So anybody that watches this right now, you know, you could be bored. We could be talking to the wall. Whatever.
Yes.
It is what it is. I write bullet points, and then I know if I have a bullet point, I can stretch it.
Yep.
Because I know
Yeah.
I can stretch it. I can add 2 questions in that stretch. I can throw to him.
Yeah.
He's good. And then we can stretch that. If I can stretch it to 10, he can stretch it for 20. That's one content bullet point where that's 20 minutes between 2 people on a show, right? That's how you go through. You find those things out the hard way when you got stuck on there, when you were live on there and you did
Yep.
one of these, and my next topic is
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
and
And I
then you're
mean,
fucking screwed, right?
Yeah.
So instead of us talking about coronavirus, which is everybody's fucking tired of talking
yeah,
about it,
and hearing about it too.
we're no experts. I'm an amateur at best, But you know what? I know a few things. If and I see a lot of these pages popping up. If you guys want to talk, make bullet points. You know what I mean? If you can stretch a topic for a few minutes, or you can have someone that you know can talk, you can have 3 different fucking ideas. Excuse my language. I'm going to try to get away from that.
Nice.
You can have 3 different ideas, and then you could stretch an hour-long show.
Yeah,
so anybody
absolutely.
that's like trying to do that right now while you're sitting there bored, think about that. And if you want to hit us up, we're not, again, amateur at best.
Yeah.
But, you know, I can give you a few fuck-ups that I made along the way that you can alleviate and not make those fuck-ups on your own.
100%.
So that's pretty much what our content tonight coming in wanted to discuss was... Yeah, we didn't want to discuss anything. We just wanted to sit here and shoot the shit, and we don't want to talk about coronavirus, man.
No,
I'm so fucking tired of talking about that shit.
100%. Real quick, shout out to everyone that's tuned in that I can visually see these. We got Swag on it. We got Adam. We got a Chris.
What up, Swag?
What up, Swag? What up, Chris? What up, Aaron? And it says there's about 8 other people, but those are the only names I'm seeing.
Aaron?
Aaron,
Aaron?
Aaron might be up in the mix, too.
That popped up my feed last week.
I love that so much. Oh, I love it.
Key and Peele.
Hell yeah.
Fucking shit's dope.
Good stuff. Man, you know what? I think this would be, when you get your shit set up in the basement, I want to do we should do a Kid and Cardinal show. Once a week.
The shit is set up in the basement is going to be set up in 2 days.
Beautiful. I think the Kid and Cardinal show could be a good thing. I would like to do a dynamic of Evolve Network show this year and fully focused radio or podcast kind of.
You know what? I tell you what I want to do. I'll just lay it out right here, right now.
Hit me.
Because everything is changing, right?
All right.
Like this studio
For the better.
is going to get shut down because it has to, right? So we have to take our equipment and all our stuff and whatever. We got tables and chairs and mics and cords and boards and fucking you name it. People, I want to make a podcast in my basement so I can always have a guest.
Yep.
And then really start to get to the point where it's like, you know what? Look where we're at right now. Everybody is shut down.
Yes, absolutely.
Everybody's shut down. And everybody's now doing their own little show. Hey, hi, I want to talk. It's like,
Oh, yeah. Everyone
and you
with
know
an
what?
iPhone
You
has their
should.
own podcast
Yeah.
right now.
And you should.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You should get your stuff out there.
Mm-hmm.
If
But
you
there are
can't
also.
keep it killing like week after week. It's not easy to keep doing this.
Exactly. That's the thing is if it's brand new and you're a person that might have a little bit of a buzz going around and you go, oh, I'm doing a podcast, and like I said, even if you're just pulling out your iPhone, hitting it with a selfie cam and talking for a half hour, 40 minutes, an hour, 2 hours or whatever, calling a podcast, that's cool and all, but you can do that. Anyone can do that. Sustainability. Can you do it for, what do you want, episode 40? Can you do it for, we're on episode 20-something? And that's just this iteration. You're on Lifetime. I'm on episode 700 or so, and you're on like 300 or so.
Yeah, I'm on like it's like 4 something.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what this game is about. Like, anyone can.
And we're not saying that like, oh, hey, like
No.
What we're saying is like, if you have questions, just ask.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm glad to help. That's always my thing since.
Because I tell you what, I wish I had a mentor when I first started this. Because I tell you what, I went through all those wrong progressions of. I had a caller that I left on the line for too long that was shitting on us.
Oh, yeah.
I had someone that those things happen, and if you don't have,
It's a learning
if you don't
curve.
pick up on it real quick, you got to be able to deal with your manager or your producer or your engineer and go, hey, you got to have a little sign like, quick, boom, so he knows to dump.
Exactly.
So like shit's like moves smoothly,
100%.
whatever. We're not trying to get on a high horse. We're just trying to let you all know, that, like anybody that's trying to do anything, hit us up. You want to come join us just to chat and bullshit?
Yeah.
That's what we're doing tonight because we have to.
Hell
Because
yeah.
everything is.
I
Like,
wish we had the lines in tonight, the call-in line tonight, because this would have been a perfect opportunity to have people call in and talk about, like you said, like this right here. We know how to do this well, not to toot our own horns, but podcasting comes fairly easy to us. We've been doing it a long time.
you know what I think about? I thought about that today, and it was. I saw another one of Gary V's posts
The motivational guy?
with his his phone number again.
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, I remember watching him a couple years ago. It's like he never used to give out his phone number, and then when people started questioning him, he was like, "Here's my phone number. Ask me any question you want."
Hell yeah.
And then he actually picks up, and then
That's
he does those videos, and it's like, you know what? Yeah, I mean, if you kind of know what you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
throw it out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly. Like,
Not to mention, we will be at the Turktown Throwdown.
hell yeah. Oh, word? Again?
Oh, we were.
Hell yeah. We were there last year. Yep.
Asked and invited.
Woo! Hell yeah.
Our
That's
own
good
tent, own table.
news.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Word.
I can't wait, man. Turptown Throwdown was a good time. We're getting a hotel. Like I'm not driving back this year.
That's out in New Hampshire, or no? It's in Lowell.
Western Mass.
Western Mass. Gotcha.
Yeah, it was dope. Last year, it was amazing,
Mhm.
and it had the worst torrential downpouring rain of all time.
Still a good time though.
We had fun.
Hell yeah, that's good shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But again, anyways, anybody that's listening, do your thing. You know,
Yes.
if you want to do your own podcast, do it. If you
Yeah.
want to spread your voice, do it. You
Mhm.
should do it. You know what? Because nobody should tell you what you can't do, or what you should or shouldn't do.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it's kind of fun. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is the best part of my week every
Yeah.
week.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I get to hang out with my family members.
Mhm.
Sometimes I get to hang out with my friends. Like,
Yeah.
and we get to discuss things where I normally wouldn't have
Mhm.
that back and forth conversation where I can have the conversation because people are yelling and screaming,
Yes.
which is what everybody's running into with politics right now.
huh.
Could care less about that.
Exactly. That's why I don't get into them. I don't do the politic games.
Dude, me neither. So, like, events with
Mhm.
large crowds.
Yeah.
When do you think we'll get back to them?
Unfortunately,
I don't think
I'm
we're going to do
seeing-
for a while.
I'm seeing up to 18 months total. So we've already done a month
Next
and a half,
year, at least.
whatever. But yeah, till 2021, maybe like mid to late 2021, which is insane. Like, I can't imagine no live sporting events or basketball with no crowd. Like, they've been doing wrestling with no crowd, and it's better than nothing.
It's bad.
But it's you can of all sports, or it's sports entertainment. They don't call it sports; they call it sports entertainment because it's
Good catch.
scripted, not fake. I hate. Let me put that out there now. I hate people that say wrestling's fake. It's not fake.
It's entertainment.
It's scripted. There's a very big difference.
You're there for a reason.
Yeah, fake. You can't. There's no chance of you breaking your neck if it's fake. You know, scripted.
I mean, Owen Hart, you know.
yeah, right.
I mean,
But
I'm just saying.
But that's why we're
From the top turnbuckle.
yeah, that was rough.
Anyways,
it's wrestling's not fake. It's just scripted. But it's even more. It gets you out of the like the belief of what's going on when there's no crowd and you can hear them saying over the rope, like all right now, and things like that. Like, they're clearly cueing each other for.
but we did
the next
this,
move.
we discussed this last week. John Cena was a little out of hand.
Oh, you talking about WrestleMania?
Yeah,
The quote unquote match, yo.
dude.
Let me. Fuck you, WWE, for that match. That was not a match. That was a bad
was a-
acid trip by
it was
John
a mushroom
Cena.
fest, dude.
Oh my god, that pissed me off. And like, a lot of people like defended it and like, no, you don't get it. But no, I get it. I know exactly what they're doing. He was putting John Cena back into all of the bad situations in his whole career. I get what they were doing, but I would love to have seen Fiend versus John Cena fighting each other. Like, not Fiend like, I'm playing with dolls, and fuck you, John Cena, here's why. And then it goes to a scene of John Cena and fucking getting yelled at by Eric Bischoff or whatever. Like,
And it's moments
was
like
bullshit.
this when you realize that the younger child still is mad at the older child for stealing that one G.I. Joe doll that they still can't find under the couch that didn't
Yes.
exist because their parents threw it away.
exactly. So that
I know it happened to me.
Yes, exactly. So the other thing too was, I don't know if you were referring to my post about that. What I thought that was supposed to be the way they hyped that up all night.
I was just seeing
Oh.
if you enjoyed the wrestling.
I did not enjoy that part. There were certain parts I did enjoy, but I only watched half of the first night and all of the second night. But building up the second night, they didn't say shit about the final event being fucking what's his name Brock Lesnar versus whoever. It was I thought it was the Cena Fiend match. So when that happened, I thought that was the final match. I was like, you're really gonna end off WrestleMania with this? This is bullshit.
What else are they supposed to do?
But I mean, they gave us a half decent Brock Lesnar match. It only
I mean, the
lasts
best
about
thing they
8
could have
minutes.
done it was like roll out Binky and Bobo. Mm-hmm. I would have bought that.
That would have been awesome. That would have been great. Bring
Jimmy
them back.
G, yeah, so
Hell yeah.
a lot of people don't
Big,
know that.
Oh,
reference.
Biggie Bobo.
Biggie Bobo?
And then bring back the Dudley Boys and have them do a match. That would have been great.
and the fucking bushwhackers and Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Yeah.
Ho! I mean, come on, Coco Beware.
Hell
I
yeah.
mean, let's get straight.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Come on. I mean, that's who I grew up on.
Were there any matches that you did not mind?
Dude,
The ladies 5-way was pretty good.
I'm sorry.
It's because of the 4 hot. So 3.5.
Just the
Bailey
fact,
doesn't
the
count.
fact that there were no fans for me right up the road, I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
I'm good.
How about ECW? Have you seen ECW at all? They've had
Nope.
my plan to make all sporting events good again or decent live is to do this. Say it's wrestling, you have 50 superstars, right? You doing Raw. All these other superstars are already cleared. They don't have coronavirus. You have them in the crowd. But that's what I'm saying. That's why they're doing.
Rule 1,
No corona.
can't be sick.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the
Rule
crowd.
2, maybe you can get a pass.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you have the HIV, we'll give you a pass, but not the HCOVID.
No, none of that.
No,
Not the
I'm good.
COVID. Just
No
the
way.
HIV. No, but having the rest of them, boom, or having like they were talking about not worrying about the rest of the NBA season, but now doing a tournament style, right? Say we do that with the NBA, we're not allowed to have a crowd of us of regulars, but if the other 16 teams or 15 teams, whatever, that aren't playing, they fill out the crowd and they're watching the game, I think that's better at least than no crowd and just being silent.
Bro, there shouldn't be any fucking crowds for anything, whether it's sports or anything moving forward for the foreseeable future.
Right.
That's how viruses work. That's how they work.
Right.
They spread so fast,
Mhm.
and you have that unpredictability of the pandemic, the hysteria.
Yeah.
It's good, and I'm here for. This is what I want to tell people. Again, some of you all heard it. Nuclear, biological, chemical defense specialist, Marine Corps, whatever. I'm just an idiot with a high school diploma, barely, but I know a little bit about a little bit. This is how these viruses work. You're getting bored. So it's like, okay, well, I can go out now because, I maybe I took a trip and everybody else is out now and everything is good. When you start to go out, that's when it continues to get worse. This is going to come in waves. It's not going to be one.
Yeah, no.
It's not going to be two. You're looking at 3 or 4. Yes, you are looking at next year. Again, I'm not an expert.
Definitely.
I'm a high school idiot with a diploma, barely. Had to go in the Marine Corps, so I didn't go to jail. Okay? But that was my job. I kind of know a little bit about a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Please stay home.
Absolutely.
I am. I'm trying to. And
Yeah. It's tough. We're
as,
social.
as hypocritical as it sounds as I'm saying it here while we're in the studio.
Right. We're
Tim
6
and I
feet
are
apart.
we're like 8 feet
Yeah, we're
apart.
solid 6 to 8.
But you know what? We wiped down everything before we leave, and we don't want to be here next week. We want to be on laptop.
mm-hmm.
Excuse
Yeah.
me. But if that's what we can say to you, that's all we can say. But
Yeah.
we're done talking about COVID. Fuck all that
Word.
nonsense.
Yeah. For the
Anyone sick that you know?
anybody sick that I know. Well, actually, the person that was supposed to be our guest.
As I just said, we don't.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. The person that was going to be our guest this week. We're actually postponing him a few more weeks. He just got cured of it or whatever. Like, he just healed completely of it, which is pretty dope. But unfortunately, he had to cancel for whatever reasons. So we're going to have him call in a few weeks, and we'll get a first-hand perspective on it. But that's the only person personally that I know that has been directly affected. I mean, what was it, Bernie? No. Yeah, Bernie from Bernie and Phil's, and one of them guys
Yeah, he's dead.
just passed away
he
from
passed
it.
From it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up. And that's local. That's a local celebrity.
Bernie and Phil's quality, comfort, and price. That's nice.
That was nice.
They started in Weymouth, right down the street from where I grew up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they were right next to Burger King in Weymouth, and then they bought that big store in Braintree and whatever. I just always remember the jingle: quality, comfort, and price.
That's nice. Hell yeah. So rest in peace to him. That's sad. That's really sad to me.
What did you just say?
Rest in peace to him.
Rest in
yes.
Rest in peace on your sofa.
Aw.
That's so bad. Isn't that so bad?
That is really bad.
The second it just left my mouth, I was like, I shouldn't have fucking said that.
It's too late though.
I mean, at least he'll be resting in comfort. Oh, I just kept going.
Oh.
Asshole.
Oh man.
Anybody sick? Yeah, I have a family member sick too. So
Really?
That's why I'm taking. Yeah, very close. Taking it very serious. Last question. So I saw a meme that a lot of us have probably even typed or read and laughed at. When we were younger, I know a lot of our elders used to always say that, geez, this freaking generation, like it's the baby boomer or Generation X or the millennials or whatever.
Yeah.
Newsflash. Fuckers, we've lived through 9/11 and now a second goddamn virus.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure we got some shit on point.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure y'all didn't deal with a lot of fucking like death issues that we did.
Yeah.
So stop with your I wish the kids would stay home. You know what? Take it away, dude. Like I'm just fucking losing my it's like, Generation X. Shut up. I was that You people were that ignorant that you actually took my astrological sign and changed it by 3 fucking days.
Right, exactly.
You can't feel this way for 38 years, Sean. Feel this way. But now we're going to tell you to feel a different way because you need to be weird now.
Yep,
What?
yep.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm a Libra. Okay, you can't just... You know what? Fuck all that crap. I fucking could care less, dude. It's like just driving me nuts.
Yeah, and they took Pluto
Shut
away
up.
from us.
Pluto.
Fucking Pluto.
Fucking size. Never mind. Size of an alien's fart on a good day.
So,
Anyways,
for some reason, we didn't lose visual of you, but we have a still frame of you right now going on. I actually went to, it's similar to that, but it's more like this. It's more in that range. I'll bring it back up. Yeah, I don't know why that is, but it's just you kind of chilling. We still have audio though, so that's I guess what matters.
I mean, that is what matters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else we want to discuss before we get going, bro?
Let's see. Well, Fully Focused
Dude,
podcast.
first off, the fucking basketball shit with people, it was horrible.
The 2K tournament was rough. Horse
was bad.
A cunt here worse. It was rough to watch. I wanted it to be so
And
much
Paul
better.
Pierce lost.
No, not only did Paul Pierce lost, Paul Pierce didn't get one letter on his opponent. He didn't have a chance to in his defense.
He didn't even get hoe.
Not even an H or O. In his defense, Zach LaVine just didn't miss anything. The only shots he did miss were the ones that he took, and then Paul had a chance of making it, and then Paul went and made his, and then...
Well, then I guess he's not the truth then, huh?
Not anymore.
What?
In his defense, he's about 75 years old, and it was raining.
Oh, we're going to blame the rain on it
Yeah,
now?
I'm a homer.
Did they blame it in French lick in the air? Fucking when they were doing free throws. Jesus Christ.
I'm a homer to death, so I'm
All right,
definitely-
listen. First and foremost, we apologize for not having any phone calls this week. We didn't know what we were going to be doing. We had some technical difficulties. We're going to be going live from our laptops. I know I've said that the last 2 weeks, but we actually did do a lot of stuff on StreamYard. I called our good friends from the Token Dead, see how they liked it. They ran me through a couple issues. So we're going to rectify that. So next week, you will not see us from the studio. You will see us from our laptops. But we will have a couple different things going on. So there's a couple different things that I wanted to do with the show. Adam wanted to do as well.
Yes.
Which is, a while back which I'm gonna kill somebody if I don't see my green screen.
Oh, right. Where's that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Interesting.
Somebody took it.
Good to know.
So I got a green
So I've
screen.
been wanting to
so we're
put
gonna
that
be
up.
doing videos. Like I want to do video reviews on stupid videos that everybody sees and you laugh at and stuff like that. I have a bunch of different ideas that I want to do.
Hell yeah.
Moving forward. So we're gonna try to get that rolling up. And I like Tim's idea for at least a 30-minute powwow every week because usually when him and I get together, we do some really stupid shit.
Yeah, exactly. We
Which
talk
makes
some
us
stupidness.
laugh.
Exactly.
And you know what? If it makes us laugh, then I know there's probably somebody out there that's really laughing at us.
Absolutely, there are.
With that said, we love all of you.
Yes, sir.
We hope you're safe, and we're gonna make sure that we keep coming to you every single week moving forward. And be safe. Love y'all.
Yeah.
Keep token. Do
Bye.
your thing. Chill.
Yeah, and make sure you check us out this Thursday, Fully Focused podcast. We will also be reporting live from our houses, our own laptops and stuff. We're not coming in. We did have a guest lined up. Things didn't work out so well with him. We're gonna have him in a couple weeks, but I have someone in mind. So we're likely to have a guest via Facebook video call or whatever this week.
I'm glad you just brought that up because I actually got hit up this week by a woman that is actually a hot topic we've had on this show in months past that we've gone back and forth on and stuff like that. I'm a firm believer. I don't mind diving down informational hole, even if I'm wrong about something. So we have a doctor that reached out to me that actually wants to discuss how psilocybin could help people with PTSD and stuff like that, which is something that I was against before due to you know a lot of issues and stuff like that I deal with a bunch of my other veterans. Anyways, long story short, she did reach out and she wants to talk about that, and I'm a huge believer of, you know, even if I feel something, doesn't mean I'm right, and I don't mind if I'm wrong. So I would love to have the expert come in and explain things and teach me something that maybe I can change my mind.
Yep.
So I'm definitely down with that, and she reached out to us, so she definitely wants to call in next week. So we're going to try to set that up.
Hell yeah.
Moving forward as well.
I can definitely help you out on that because I've been researching for the last 3 days on how to make that happen. And via OBS, it's actually very, very easy. I'll hook you up with that information a little bit later.
Word.
On that note, we're out.
Love y'all.
On this note, we're out. Ooh, child,
things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter.
No more